Hey everyone, it's me Gavin, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are finally back with Rate the Burst for Goddess of Victory Nikke. This time we're going to be focusing on the Abnormal and Pilgrim companies, something that we've been meaning to get around to, and I am once again joined by my cousin Jordan, who is here to help me and give a little bit of valuable input whenever it comes to rating each and every single one of these animations based upon their artistic style and what the character provides in terms of battle. So we have a couple to go through. I know that we are missing some of the older ones as well, so possibly look forward to a continuation of this series in the future. But without further ado, we will get these out of the way so that way we have one solid season of Rate the Burst completed for you guys right here on the channel. So as always, I would encourage you guys to please give the video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it, and also please consider subscribing to the channel for more Goddess of Victory Nikke content. Now with that out of the way, let's dive into it. Alright, so we're going to be starting things off here with all of the abnormal Nikkes. And our first one that we're going to be looking at is 2B. So let's start it up. We're going to play things again, go through it in real time, try to listen for whatever the Nikkes are saying, and then we will try to slow things down, we'll mute it, and we'll really analyze the animation. We'll give it our rating based upon that. Again, out of 10. So, first and foremost, 2B. Let's go. Let's hear it.
You can't hold a candle to me.
Dude, I dig that. That is freaking sharp, man.
To me.
You can't hold a candle to me.
Yep.
Slow that down. Good lord, man. The amount of, like, drawing that had to have taken with all of, like, the different, like, pencil marks and everything it kind of looks like, right? Like, the way it's animated. It is friggin' beautiful. The after image on the sword.
Yeah, I like when she disappears, that art, you know? It's like, it's literally like somebody just penciled that all in,
Yeah,
right?
it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. That is, like, high quality animation. Then you got all, like, the different, like, flower petals and everything just kind of, like, floating around.
Yep.
Dude, I love that, man. The little, like, glint that shine on the edge of the sword as well. It looks badass. Like, that is a crazy animation.
Yeah, it is insane. And that yellow trail that comes behind her, too, you know? Just like that flash of light as soon as she leaves.
Oh yeah, she is taking it off. She's just like a rocket, right? Flash of light, essentially, just completely like lunging at the enemy. I think that this is a great way to represent 2B.
Yep. As
As a fan of the Nier games, this really does it justice, in my opinion. I am digging that animation, and again, of course, you know the assets on display here. It's incredible.
Hey, we didn't miss that.
No. It's
a
great way to start off this video. Usually when we do start them off, they're a little bit more along the lines of like
more tame,
you know, a 5 out of 10. So the middle of the road, right? But I'm gonna say it. This is a 10 out of 10.
It's 2B. It's a 10 out of 10.
It's a 10 out of 10 animation. Dude.
The art alone, the amount of effort that went into this is
I love that transition. It is so seamless. But again, it really like emphasizes just how much of a badass 2B is.
Right.
And that's a 10 out of 10. There's no arguing it.
Yeah, you just, that's it,
Let's move on to our next character, who is still 2B, but it's going to be with the Yorha uniform.
You're wasting your time.
You're wasting your time.
You're wasting your time.
Dude, I think that's pretty sick, man. I gotta slow that down.
It's super flashy.
Again, it's very similar to, like, her original base uniform, because you still got a lot of that emphasis on the sword, right? The katana. And the way she just, like, runs her hand down it. Dude, it looks really badass, and you see the sheen follow it, and then also, like, that, like, motion, I guess, as she raises the katana up. I like it with the moonlight and everything in the background, the slash, the way that she kind of like turns, right?
She's still got the flowers.
Yeah, all the flower petals are just kind of like going all over the place. One thing I will say though, it seems a lot more tame.
It's still a little cheeky.
It's a little cheeky, but it's still
it's a lot toned down.
It is big time, but I do like the animation style of it.
As well,
I'm not gonna lie. I will say, however, there's something odd that goes on with like the top half. Like it looks weird with her neck, the way that it turns. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a little strange. It's a little off-putting. But I do really love the animation still.
Yeah, I like this animation as well.
Yeah, this Yorha uniform, I believe, I'm not sure if this one was the gacha uniform or if it was A2's uniform. I feel like it was 2B's uniform was a gacha outfit that you had to like roll for, which I was fortunate enough to get. albeit I had to go to pity, but I still did get it, so it's something.
It counts.
It counts.
It counts, yep.
At least this one does have a unique animation, I will say that. But in terms of like having to roll on a gacha uniform, I'm pretty sure this was a gacha one. I could be wrong. It could have been tied to like an event pass or something. I can't really remember. My memory's not there these days, getting up there in my old age. But yeah, I will say it's still a touch back for me from the original.
Yep.
I'd give this one like it's an 8 out of 10.
I would agree. I would give it an 8. I love that her mask is, when it comes to that part of the animation, right at the end of the animation, you can see her mask on the side. It's really cool.
Yeah, when she turns her head, right?
Yeah.
Again, attention detail, fantastic. But definitely a little less than the original 2D animation.
Agreed.
So I'm going 8. You're going 8?
Yep.
All right, let's move on to our next character, who is none other than another character from Nier, A2. We'll speed that up. Let's go back. I should probably unmute it, right?
Mode B activated.
Let's listen.
Mode B activated.
Mode B activated. Okay, time to slow down. Let's take a look at this.
Yep.
They weren't kidding when they flashed the word berserk, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I don't know all the characters from the game, so this is new to me. I really like this, though. And little bits of the game that I do know, anybody going berserk usually means chaos.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, see, I love Nier Automata. I played through the game multiple times. I got all the different endings and everything. And A2, for me, believe it or not, is better than 2B. And I'm sure I'm probably making a couple people mad by saying that.
You're going to get flack.
but
Yep.
A2 is my favorite character in that game. I know everybody likes 9S too, right? But anyways, A2 for me is my favorite character. I really like Devil on Popola as well. But anyways, we are here to talk about A2 and her burst animation. I really love the way that this is designed. She's a character that definitely does go berserk, and she is a badass, especially with the greatsword. Kind of strange how they treated it like a rocket launcher in Nikke, and it's got a weird delay with the sword. But anyway, talking about the animation for the burst, I love it. Again, a lot of that flashing animation going on.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of it seems like pencil drawn effects there. Whenever you see that burst happen at the beginning, you get all the digital stuff going on in her eye, right? You see limited release, so she's essentially breaking her limits. She is ready to, she's ready to throw down, right? You see that chaos. You see her going berserk. It's beautifully animated and demonstrated here. And then again, all the ground and everything breaking away underneath her feet, right?
And the color just berserk and go red. You know what I mean? All that red lightning.
Yeah, it really conveys the message, right?
Yeah.
It shows that she's unleashing her power right now. And again, with all the lightning and everything just going on around her and all the digital cues and everything, I love it. And again, it pays homage to the original game, so totally a fan. And again, A2, no-brainer, best character. Yeah, I said it. Anyways, if I had to give this a rating in terms of animation, again, this is around ballpark for me, 8 out of 10.
I would give this a 9.
9 out of 10?
I really like this, yeah.
Yeah, it is really damn cool.
There's a lot going on. For a short amount of time, it's a lot going on.
I do feel like they could have done a little bit more with it, though, especially since I appreciate A2 so much. But 8 for me, 9 for Jordan. Let's move on to our next character, who is Himeno from Chainsaw Man. Yes, that's right, the Chainsaw Man crossover.
Yep.
It's in Japanese, so I don't expect to understand it. But if you guys want to give us a translation down below, really appreciate it. Anyways, let's mute it and slow it down. Glint in the eye, punch with the fists, all the demons and everything coming out behind her, standing in a graveyard.
Yep.
Really damn badass. I like that there's this fog kind of going on before the transition as well. Himeno, badass character. But I will say a lot more tame, especially if you know certain scenes with Himeno. Again, I don't know what she's saying, but I do like the fact that you get to see all the hands of the demon and everything kind of go hanging down from around her. Dude, badass, absolute badass.
And for Nikke, this wearing a suit, it's different.
It's bold.
It's bold, yeah.
But it's
But it
true.
works.
It's true to Chainsaw
Yes.
Man. I would have personally went more with the outfit that she wears in the bedroom scene. You guys know the one. But anyways, I will say Himeno as an SR character. So she's not an SSR, just so that way you know.
Yep.
This animation is definitely among one of the better ones for an SR unit, in my opinion. I will say, however, I have not used Himeno since acquiring her with the crossover event. I know a lot of people use her in like different like sniper rifle compositions, I believe, but at the same time, really like the character. Really dig the animation, and again the transition, especially even like the way it closes out with the different like arms going across the screen and everything.
I like the darkness of that.
For an SR unit, this is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I agree.
So for an SR, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. That's my rating.
7 as well.
7 out of 10 for Himeno.
Yep.
7 for me. 7 for Jordan. Let's move on to our next character, Makima. And again, in Japanese, probably not going to understand it. Again, translations down in the comments below. Much appreciated.
They're all wearing their school uniforms.
No. These are business outfits. They're part of an organization, okay? Let's mute it. Let's slow it down. There's not really a ton to see here, but I'll slow it down anyways. She's just kind of sitting in her office, looking at you, chilling out, holding her head in her hand. Not really anything to do with her ability either, right? So what she does in-game after she uses her burst is she provides like a temporary invulnerability in case you hit like 0 health.
Okay.
She'll still stay alive.
Wow.
And she also, I believe, taunts every enemy attack to herself. And again, she's invincible for like 5 seconds or something, I believe.
She leaves you at 1 HP.
Yeah, she's left at like 1
Yeah.
HP, but I believe she provokes all of the enemies that you're facing, and then again, she just kind of holds off for like 5 seconds.
Okay.
So she's really useful in PvP.
Yep.
Especially when she's paired with other units, other Burst 2 units, because she's a Burst 2 unit as well. I will say I have used Makima quite a bit, but the burst animation itself, very simple. Very simple. Not a lot going on here. I know a lot of people probably would have liked to see certain other animation, possibly, if she was more of a DPS type character. And again, if you know that motion, you know. It's probably something along the lines. I can't remember what it is, but anyways, you know the motion, you know the look. I think they probably could have went a little bit better with this one, but
no, she looks very cute.
Yeah,
like,
but if you know Makima, then safe to say, my opinion, should have been a little bit better. Again, pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
I'll say this much though, it's a lot more basic than even the SR unit because Himeno's animation, in my opinion, was better than this one.
Yeah.
And as an SSR, somebody that you had to pull for, I gotta give this one a 4.
I would give it a 4 as well.
I'm giving it a 4. It's pretty basic. It's kind of lackluster. Not gonna lie. Probably gonna get some hate for that one, but
hey, it's not for her. It's for her animation.
Exactly.
We
are rating the burst.
Yes. Yeah.
So again, 4 for me, 4 for you. And again, I think that's probably still really generous considering the fact of all the other burst animations we rated up to this point. But just because it's Makima, we'll give it a 4.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our next character, who is Pascal from Nier.
I'll take care of this.
I'll take care of this. Again, SR unit, just so that you're aware.
Yep.
Let's mute it, let's slow it down. Have a real good look here at Pascal. So, definitely drawn upon the power of that flower in order to heal.
Yeah.
Right? So you caught that immediately.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
okay, cool. Because Pascal is a healer.
Yep.
Rocket launcher as well. Really strange unit, as we've already discussed in Rate the Outfit, to actually have in Nikke, considering the fact it's literally just a robot.
Yep.
Or a machine. Sorry. Didn't mean to offend you, Pascal. But anyways, very minor details going on here with this animation, right?
Yeah.
So you see the ray of sunshine, you see that's a dandelion,
I like
right?
the gauge too on the
yeah,
chest.
that's another thing I was going to point out. The gauge is kind of like ticking up, right?
Yep.
You get to see the little like screws just kind of pulsating and everything.
And he's
there
got
as well.
like little look in the back. He's got his his exhaust is shaking and stuff.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So there's a lot of movement here, right?
Yeah.
Again, very basic, but I think it really, and this is one thing that I'll point out, you didn't even know that Pascal was a healer, but it really conveys the fact that you are getting healed.
Yeah, it does.
That's a big thing.
Yep.
I will give it points just for that. Otherwise, I'd call it kind of basic. What would you give this one?
I would give this a 5.
You'd give it a 5?
Yeah.
I would probably give it a 5 as well, but just because it's an SR unit and it's something that we've seen animated better than some SSRs, in my opinion, I'll give it a 6.
Yeah.
So 5 for you, 6 for me, taking that into account. Let's move on to another abnormal character who is possibly the last one that we're going to be covering for abnormal, I believe, in this video. I know that there are more abnormal units coming out in the very near future, in a couple of days from recording this. Unfortunately, did not make it in this cut, but we will save that for possibly a future video.
I like what you did there. It's very near.
That's right. Very near. Very near.
Yeah.
That was totally intentional.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's move on to our next character, Power. Again, Japanese. To be expected. Slow it down. Mute it. That is very action heavy, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta say, that is a badass animation.
That is a big hammer.
Yeah, totally.
That is a big hammer.
If you know Chainsaw Man, you know that Power uses her blood to form it into a weapon, right? And that hammer is pretty damn synonymous, I think, with Power's design.
Right.
I love this animation because this has a lot of like movement, a lot of action going on. You just kind of see her like diving off the rooftop with the hammer in tow, all the like swirling of the wind and everything going around
she's
her.
Coming through the air. It's like she's powerful.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Stuff.
You could feel the weight of that jump, right? She is coming in fast, and she is gonna be devastating the enemy with that impact, essentially.
Yeah, and you can see the blood too, like all coming in.
Yeah, the blood's just kind of like swirling around, the wind swirling around. Again, a lot of movement, her hair kind of waving in the wind. You can see her jacket kind of like blowing a little bit
I like
there,
how
too.
evil she looks too. It's awesome.
Power's a badass character.
Yeah.
Not somebody that is very hygienic, though, I'll say that much. But anyways, we won't go there. I do love the burst animation for this character.
Yeah, it's great.
And believe it or not, she's actually really useful in like solo raid and everything, especially for taking on some bosses. Great character to have in your arsenal. Yeah, I would probably give this one a solid 8 out of 10.
Yep, I would give this an 8 as well.
8 out of 10 for you.
And she's wearing high tops, which is badass. Yeah.
So, Power, 8 out of 10 for both of us. Let's move on to the long-awaited Pilgrims. Yeah, I know. Here we are, guys. We'll start off with one of the fan favorites, of course, who is going to be none other than Dorothy.
My turn. Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
My turn. Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Freaking sick, dude. Freaking sick, dude.
Yeah, that's sick.
Oh, God. Dorothy is one of those characters near and dear to my heart, and I love this burst animation. Again, not overly complex, but a lot going on here,
A lot of
right?
color.
You get the opening of the feathers, right? The wings, I guess, kind of. And then you get that zoom out of her just kind of like charging up her rifle.
Yep.
Ready to blast, essentially. All the sparkles and everything going on, the dazzling of the glitter, the little sneak peek of the cheeky action, and then again the big zoom out with all kinds of stuff going on in the background.
Yep.
The motion of everything just kind of going up, and then you see everything getting kind of like zoomed out in the background whenever she's charging the rifle. There's so much emphasis on movement here. It's crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of swirling effects.
There's
too,
a lot going on here,
right?
yeah.
It's really hard to process until you slow it down and you really take a good look at it. But there's so much detail in this. It's crazy. Right?
I think she's actually shooting her weapon.
Yeah, she is. She is. Because what she does is she targets an enemy, and then when it puts like a reticle on them, and after you like focus that enemy, a gauge fills up, and once it hits its max capacity, it actually spreads the damage.
Wow.
Or applies, I believe, the total amount of damage to all other surrounding units. So she's incredibly useful.
Yep.
And also she's a burst 1 unit that has 20-second cooldown, which again is very, very useful for Pilgrims. And fantastic backstory. I mean, Dorothy, for me, one of the best characters in Nikke. She is, in my opinion, the goddess of victory. So that's what I'll say about Dorothy. For me, this is an easy 10 out of 10.
I would agree. There's a lot going on here. It's such a great animation. A lot of color, a lot going on.
It's crazy, the detail.
It's wild.
It is. There's so much to pick apart with this. I love it. 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 for Dorothy. move on to something that I absolutely love as well. This is really going to have to be slowed down, so hopefully I can get it even slower. Let's try. With this one, we can. Okay, cool. Let's go back up to normal speed. We have next Dorothy Nostalgia, which is an outfit for her.
May this time
a gotcha
last
outfit.
forever.
I'll try not to talk over what she's saying this time.
The light. May this time last forever.
May this time last forever. As she's sipping her tea
The light.
so carelessly, right? Hard to process even when it's
Yeah.
slowed down, right?
I don't know what that was. Looked like a deer or something.
There's so much stuff going on with this animation. Again, it starts off so innocent, right? She just kind of sipping tea, and then things start to go haywire.
Yeah.
So let's really slow it down and see if we can't really pick apart this. So you got this butterfly kind of coming in here real slow. Maybe I should have sped it up a little bit more than what I did. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. Let's speed it up a little tiny bit back to normal. I'll speed it down not so much this time. And then we'll get a real good look at each and every single one of these frames. So butterfly coming in. She's sipping her tea. You see the glare, like, you know, the god rays essentially going on. Everything goes haywire. The deer's popping up. We get a sneak peek of a certain character known as Pina, if you guys know from the story event. Essentially what's going on here with Dorothy is she's remembering somebody that was very close to her.
Yep.
And she's snapping. She's losing her grasp on reality. She is she's kind of going a little bit berserk, a little crazy, possibly, as one may say. You can kind of see all that trauma really like seep in with this animation, and if you've been through the event, then you realize just how damn good and important this animation is. I absolutely love it.
Yeah,
I absolutely love it.
Yeah, like, for anybody that's going to be, like, wanting to see these burst animations, like, more, they should really slow this down. Because it really shows you how much detail goes into this.
And
It's
again,
massive.
right, as she says, what was it? Let's let this time last forever or something. Let's unmute it again. I'll put it back up normal.
The light. May this time last forever.
May this time last forever, right? So essentially what she's doing is she's remembering the good old days
Right.
when she still had her friend with her, when things were so simple. But then, again, you get to see a little flash image of like a pistol as well, I believe in the bottom right corner. There's just so much going on so quickly.
There's a lot of detail in this
Highly
one.
recommend it. If you have not, play through the Overzone event, and you will definitely get to see things unfold, and you'll understand this animation a little bit better. But goddamn, that is a great animation.
That is a great animation.
I'm a little biased. It's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree. It's
10
a
out of
10 out of
10?
10, yeah.
10 out of 10.
Massive 10
All
out
right,
of 10
Dorothy,
here.
10 out of 10 for both animations. That's crazy, unprecedented, but fantastic outfit. Totally worth the gotcha. I'm just gonna put that out there just for this animation alone. Not to mention badass outfit. But anyways, let's move on to our next Nikke, who is
Right.
Haran.
May this
I hereby sentence you to death.
Oh,
I hereby sentence you to
I
death.
hereby sentence you to death.
yeah.
Dude, that is an animation.
Yeah.
That is so sinister. I love it.
That is wild, dude.
She's got like this ball of dark energy, right? That she just kind of like summons and she grasps, and you
Yep.
just see the transition, and she's just like completely evil. I love it.
Yeah, that's so badass. With the birds, too, on the side.
Right, yeah, the ravens,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because the raven is like pretty much her pet, right?
Right.
It's always with her. You can see it on her shoulder immediately, right?
Yep.
And then again with the moon in the background and everything, it just really emphasizes that dark feel, which I absolutely love. Again, a lot of motion going on here, and the transition.
To go from purple to red, that looks wild. How
It's badass.
It
It's
is.
freaking sick.
And the
then-
eyes,
yeah,
the
glint with
massive
the eyes,
glow,
dude.
yeah. Like that
Yeah.
it's not like a little glint, it's huge.
I love it.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic animation. I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
I was gonna say 9. Even
9 out of
before
10?
you said it.
Okay,
I was
okay,
like, yeah,
okay.
I would give this a 9.
We'll go with that. It's a 9 out of 10 for Haran. That's our rating. Let's move on to Isabel.
To the end of the world.
Let's try that again.
I'll chase you to the end of the world.
I'll chase you to the ends of the world.
Yep.
Good lord.
Yeah.
You have chased me very far, is all
No,
I'm saying.
she looks badass,
You
dude.
do not have to chase me very far. I will stay put.
Those wings, dude.
Good lord, man, that animation. Jeez, the framing is just perfect. From the moment she pops up, it's just like thighs, booba. Like, good lord, man.
Yeah, wars have been started over far less than Isabel. Holy
Jeez,
crap,
dude. But again, you can see the infatuation, right? The lust in her eyes. She is just like fixated on you. And as she says, she will chase you to the ends of the world, right? Again, you see a little bit of that, like, animation, almost like I don't know, you want to call it like pheromones or whatever it is. There's some kind of like dust going on there, some mist there, right? Again, maybe it's some kind of like intoxication for her towards you, or I have no idea, but it looks sick. And then the blast of light behind her, with all the sparkles in the foreground. There's just so much, man. Yeah. I love this animation, but
this is such a good animation.
It really focuses on her, which I love.
Right.
She is badass. My God. Might be a little bit biased here, but I'm gonna give this one another 9 out of 10.
This is gonna get a 10 for me.
10 out of 10.
Oh God, yeah, dude. Wow.
10 out of 10 for Jordan. 9 out of 10 for me. That's our rating for Isabel. Let's move on to another fan favorite, who is Modernia.
Mine!
Yeah.
Let's try that again, please.
You're mine!
You're mine. That's pretty damn simple. Conveys the message.
Yeah, slow it down. I wonder why she's a fan favorite. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we get the infusion of, I'm guessing that's a core? Possibly. I have no idea what that is. What is that black ball? Tell us down in the comments.
It goes into her armor, though, so whatever it is.
Right, and you can see her, like, her shoulder pads kind of, like, light up, right? Yep. They pulsate with a little bit of energy at first, and then they kind of, like, light up and glow a little bit.
Yep.
So you can see that she's definitely gaining power there, right? The angle is just, good lord.
She's a little busty.
Good lord.
She's a little busty, you know.
The artists know what they're doing, I'll say that much, right? Yeah. They really sold Modernia. Good lord. Very basic, though, I will say that much. Overall, I do like the galaxy kind of like swirling behind her, too, right? That's pretty damn cool. And then again, just a little bit of like the energy and everything kind of pulsating there.
It's almost like she's pulling, like the power of a star, you know what I mean? Like she's just mass power going into her armor, right?
It looks sick, man.
It does.
Maybe it's a black hole. Maybe that's what I don't fucking know. It looks great.
It's an atom, man. Putting an atom in there.
It's just an atom.
It's
a whole universe. She's putting a whole universe in herself, and then all the galaxies are going like,
Maybe it's dark matter.
She's creating a black hole. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's antimatter.
It looks sick.
It's something from space.
Yeah, exactly. This is space material.
Yeah.
But the burst animation, my opinion, could have been a little bit better. I'm going to give this one 8 out of 10.
I would give this a 7.
7 out of 10?
Yep.
7 out of 10 for you, 8 out of 10 for me. There are our ratings for Modernia. Let's move on to her alternate outfit, which is Modernia First Affection.
I really, really like you.
I really, really like you.
I really, really like you.
Kind of innocent.
Does this doll have some significance?
Yes, that is the commander. That is a replica doll of the commander.
Right.
Right? So again, alternate outfit, not something that you had to pay for. You just had to be there for the half anniversary, or possibly, pretty sure it was a half anniversary event that this was introduced with. I absolutely dig this costume way better than the original. But we are here to rate the bursts, which again, pretty damn sick in my opinion. I like the way that she just takes the commander, throws up the doll. Yeah. Kind of see like a little, like, I don't know if that's like sweat or something coming off of them, right?
It's a lot lighter too than her other animation.
It's lighthearted.
And this one's,
it's lighter in color, in tonality,
contrast, everything. Yeah.
But it's also lighter, more lighthearted.
Yes,
right.
I agree.
She's just kind of like sitting there. She's wearing the commander shirt, by the way.
Okay.
And she was I can't remember what happened in the story, but something happened where I think she took a shower or something, and she needed clothes, so the commander gave him a shirt. Something like that. I can't remember. Something along the lines. So anyway, somebody correct me. I know I'm wrong. But anyway, pretty lighthearted. Throws up the doll, catches it, gives it a hug. You can see that she's very happy on her face. You also get a little sneak peek as the doll's coming down of the shirt, kind of raising up a little bit around the thigh area.
It's a little sneaky.
It knows. It's aware. It is aware.
Yep.
It is a great outfit. I will say that this one for me, probably 8 out of 10.
I was gonna say 8 as well.
Right,
Yeah.
so it's in the same vein in terms of her last animation. I might like it a slight bit better, but I'm not willing to give it a 9.
There's more going on here. Definitely.
Yeah. But for me, it's an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for you?
Yep.
All right, there are our ratings for Modernia. Let's move on to something that I'm sure will not please anybody. It is our heretic friend, Nihilister.
Let's go wild! It's my turn! Taste this!
It's my turn. Take
go
this.
wild!
Or taste this.
It's my turn! Taste this!
Taste this, I think, yeah. So let's slow that down. Dude. Dude.
She has guns. She has lasers.
Dude.
Lasers in her boobs.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good lord.
That is badass.
That is freaking sick, man.
That is
She's just kind of
badass.
sitting there, right? And you can see her. She's getting ready. She's like, yeah, okay. You want to mess with me?
Yeah.
All
She's
right,
fully
try
powered
this.
up.
Taste this. Right? So you can kind of see, again, a lot of that, like, dark energy pretty much going into her armaments behind her, right? Which I believe are, like, dragon heads.
Dragon heads, yep.
Right? And those are rocket launchers. So you can see them charging up with the energy. Then you see the release
I
of
love
the
that
beams,
the
right?
ground just blows apart.
Yeah,
It's
totally
just
like
a
something
big
out of an anime,
beam.
right?
Yeah, like a big beam goes across the train. Look at that.
Yeah, you get
That
to see
is
the
nuts.
shockwave, right?
Yeah.
With the power surrounding those beams. But again, just the look on her face, man, is so sinister. You get that, like, dark, like, foreboding air just coming down around her. And then, again, just how everything's red and dark, and there's all kinds of shadows, and no emphasis on two certain things at all.
Yeah.
But good lord, man.
That's where I actually thought the lasers were coming from. I did. I was like, what?
Not quite.
Not quite, no.
But then again, the
it's
very,
still-
very quick transition to see the laser beams firing off, the impact, obviously, of the force,
Right.
just ripping apart the ground. And again, you still get to see that, like, sinister, dark air surrounding her as well, right? It's kind of, like, smoky a little bit, right? I love that.
Yeah, this is really badass.
Really well animated.
Yep.
Again, showcases the character in her full capacity, very full capacity. That's a 10 out of 10.
That's a 10 out of 10.
That's an easy 10
Easy
out of 10.
10, yeah.
Nihilister, 10 out of 10,
Yeah.
both of us. Let's move on to our next character, who is Noah.
I am invincible!
I am invincible, hee 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 hee.
Yep. That's so cute.
Not overly crazy,
No.
but it is. It's more of a cute, tame animation, and
Right.
there's a reason for it. Her bursts makes you invincible
Yeah.
for like 3 seconds, I believe. So, again, I think she taunts all other enemies as well, similar to, like, Makima, but hers lasts for 3 seconds.
Does she heal as well?
Nope.
No?
No, that heal's coming in from a different character, I
Okay.
believe. I don't think she heals. Maybe I'm wrong, and I haven't been paying attention this entire time, but I think she...
It looks like it's coming from her.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure she's just in a vulnerability, and she
Okay.
taunts.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain that buffing that is probably coming from Red Hood, maybe, possibly. No, it wouldn't be. Would it be? I don't know. Anyways, not important. Right in verse animation.
Yeah.
I can't remember details of everybody's abilities. There's so many damn Nikkes for us to go through, but cool. You get to see the shield come down. You get to see a lot of, like, that energy and everything going out around it. You see the impact of it, like, slamming into the ground around her. She's kind of ducked down behind it. She knows that she's going to be, like, defensive right now. A lot of steam and everything kind of coming off of it. I don't know what the weird animation is, but I'm not going to do that too often because you guys will do something dirty with it. But, again, you get to see the kind of, like, weird...
She's coughing.
Yeah, she's coughing. That's totally what it is.
I don't know, man. I think she heals. Watch this. Just watch this. Okay, watch this. Green lightning comes down, right? That heal. Watch this. Watch the green pops up from behind her shield.
It doesn't matter
Just
if she
look-
heals. It doesn't matter.
It just pops down. Boom. Yeah.
Anyways.
That's a great animation. I
Maybe
like
shows
this.
I'm going to have to research after this.
Yeah.
Anyways. Animation, cool. Gets the point across. Again, very, like, cutesy. A lot of anime kind of tropey animations going on around her. It's cool. I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
I would give it a 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
Yep.
All right, 8 out of 10 for you, 7 out of 10 for me. Noah, let's move on to our next character, Rapunzel, who definitely heals.
The Garden of
Shangri-La, no pain or despair.
The Garden of
The
Shangri-La,
Garden
no
of
pain or despair.
Shangri-La, no pain or despair.
Yep, I would not have any pain or despair. Not at all. Not me. Yeah, pain, what's that?
This definitely conveys healing, though, right?
Yeah.
That's something you can say about this.
Yep.
You get that from the burst animation. She's healing. She's literally kneeled down in like a church kind of setting. You see all like the holy aura and everything going off around her, the blessing of light coming down from top. You get to see obviously like the prayer incantation circles going around her hands clasped together.
It's very holy.
Yeah, it's sick. This really conveys a healing / resurrection, which she is one of the only characters that can actually resurrect in the game. So one of 2 characters, I believe, that can actually resurrect another unit.
Extremely useful.
But she has a 60-second cooldown, so it's kind of lengthy. Anyways, not here to talk about skill set. We're here to talk about animation. It looks really damn cool. I love
that all her hair's wrapped around.
Exactly. I was literally just about to say that. You just took the words out of my mouth.
That's a lot of hair, dude.
She's Rapunzel, right?
Yeah.
Well, you let down your hair, and you get to see, again, all that hair just kind of like right in front of her. It's really damn well animated, in my opinion. It's an easy 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
Agreed.
9 out of 10. Again, Rapunzel, awesome character. Must have, in my opinion. Love the animation. 9 out of 10. Both of us. Let's move on to a fan favorite. One of my favorites, that's for damn sure. It is Red Hood.
Break it to you, but this is the end.
Yeah, her animation.
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end.
Sorry to break it to you, but this is the end. Dude, she is just blazing quick, right?
Yep.
That is a rocket
and
type
the
character.
transition from one art style to the other is so crazy.
It's beautifully animated, man. You get to see the velocity of her rushing towards her target. You get to see her having so much damn fun. She's amped up, right?
Yeah.
She is ready to throw down, rushing in there with her sniper rifle. Then you get to see, like you said, that beautiful transition, man.
It almost like it goes into pencil drawn right there.
It does, yeah. It's like more of a comic style, right?
Yeah.
It looks sick. And again, massive things on display here. Very fan servicey. Absolutely love this. Red Hood, one of my favorite characters as well. Dude, this does Red Hood justice.
Yeah.
It is frigging incredible. That is a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Easily.
Easy 10 out of 10 animation. They
the
went all out.
The quality of that is,
They went all out.
Yeah.
And that's the way Red Hood is, man. Live fast. Let's move on to my favorite Nikke of all time. By far. Scarlet.
To you, but behold my ultimate blade.
Behold my ultimate blade?
Behold my ultimate blade.
Yeah, behold my ultimate blade. There's a lot going on here, right? It looks very simple at first, but you get like the leaves kind of blowing in. You get the change of the moon in the background from that like white, bluish kind of tint,
and then this
to
red,
the red hue.
This red like mist coming up,
and you can see her kind of like charging her blade there, right? Like the power of her about the anticipation of her move, right? It almost looks like a little bit of like smoke or something as she's like exhaling, ready to like throw down essentially.
Yep.
She draws the sword, you get to see the glint, you get to see the shimmer as soon as it's completely unsheathed. And then of course the slash animation with the all the like different rose petals kind of going up.
I also didn't know Scarlet had thighs like that.
Yep.
Did not know that.
Oh yeah. Yep. Badass, dude.
That is badass.
I love that. And then of course you get all like the different like characters kind of going down the banners on each side of her, or it almost looks like a Torii gate a little bit. But I absolutely love this animation. It is definitely a little more basic than animations that we have seen previously.
Yep.
As much as I love Scarlet, I gotta say, this one for me, 8 out of 10.
8, I would agree, 100%.
8 out of 10?
8, yeah.
Yeah, it's not quite a 10 out of 10, which is, it hurts me to say it because I love Scarlet. But we'll make up for that with our next iteration of Scarlet, who is Scarlet Black Shadow.
Fleetly fading, strike.
Fleetly fading strike.
Fleetly fading, strike.
There's just so much.
It's incredible. It is incredible.
Yeah.
So, Fleetly Fading is the name of her sword.
Okay.
Right? So, just so that way you know, dude, I might even have to slow this down even again. Like, that's just, it is incredible. So it
Damn,
starts
look at that
off,
pose.
the silhouette, she's like sheathing the sword, ready to launch an attack. She's a rocket launcher type user.
Yep.
So this sword around this time is a rocket launcher, not AR. The transition, man, there's so much going on here. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So again, all the different like Sakura petals and everything. There's very quick transition from her and her silhouette to actually like coming into focus.
She travels so fast.
Right here, the silhouette, the moon in the background. She's kind of like standing on a ledge. She's ready to strike. Almost looks like a mountaintop kind of, right?
Yeah.
Dude, the way that it zooms out of the moon and you just get to see all the other like details underneath it. It's so badass.
Yeah, this is crazy.
The look on her face, man, the power you can see in the sword, and then the launch when she's like,
yeah, and how fast she goes from that launch. Like, it's instant.
yeah, dude. But the design of the character is
Right.
nuts too. So
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you guys. I can't rate this animation. I can't.
It's too good.
It is. It looks like it's all like painted beautifully, like
Yeah,
the final
yeah.
like instance of it, and again all of the like the background elements, everything looks like it's painted in like a traditional Japanese style, and it's top tier. It's astounding.
Yeah, the scale goes to 10, but this goes beyond.
Yeah,
that.
this is beyond 10.
This
Like
goes beyond. Yeah, I would agree.
I don't even know what to rate it.
Yeah.
I honest to God don't know what to rate it because 10 is not doing this justice.
No, it's not.
This is far and away the
This
best burst
best-
animation in the game.
I would agree. The best.
In the game. It
Of
is the best.
anyone we've ever
It's
seen.
the pinnacle.
This is, yeah.
I don't know how they top this.
I don't know if it's toppable. It's not possible, right? It's just too good.
So I guess our rating is undefined.
Yeah.
It's undefinable. It's the best animation there is. And I don't know if it'll ever be beaten. And if it does, I would love to see it.
Yeah.
But
I want to see that one. But yeah.
it's incredible. Let's move on to Snow White.
7 dwarves, fully active. Blast away!
7 doors fully active. Blast.
7
That's the
dwarves,
name of
fully
my
active.
favorite.
It
Blast
is.
away!
Good catch. Good catch. Snow White, 7 doors.
7
Yeah.
dwarves.
Yeah.
So we'll slow it down a little bit. There is a lot going on here
There
as well,
is.
right? And Snow White was one of like the first like pilgrim units that I ever got, so holds a little special place in my heart. And she's incredibly powerful, especially if you charge her rifle to 1,000%.
Yeah, I bet.
It blasts. So again, you get to see a little bit of like the. It's almost like she staggers a little bit with the rifle, right?
Yeah.
But maybe she's just getting ready to steady her aim, right? Dude, there's so much. I'm gonna have to slow that down even more. It's a very brief animation, but you get to see her ready up. You get to see almost like a visor or something that comes down over her face really briefly as she's looking into the scope. Yeah, so
Yeah.
a visor drops down, which
Yep.
is really damn cool. You get all the display and everything popping up.
Yeah,
You get a little bit of
I
like
the display change.
the cold air coming off the rifle, and then you get
Yeah.
to see like the snow kind of like beaming towards her. She kind of like gets this weird like malfunction kind of display that happens as well as she's charging, which I really like. Like her whole body kind of like gets enveloped in that digital display, like
Yeah.
the HUD or whatever you want to call it.
I think that's when her shot's lined up.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
locked on the
she's
target,
locked on,
right?
yeah.
It
And
looks
the
sick.
HUD just goes red, yeah.
It's freaking badass.
That's a kill shot. That is a big sniper rifle.
But that is a badass animation.
That is a
all in all.
badass animation.
I love that.
Yeah,
That-
I do too.
For me, it might seem very brief. It's very basic, but that again is a 9 out of 10.
I would agree. 9.
9
Yep.
out of 10.
Yep.
A lot of attention to detail. I love it. Now, last but not least, let's move on to our other iteration of Snow White. Snow White, Innocent Days.
I'll take it from here.
That's freaking sick.
Not so innocent.
I'll take it from here.
Not
Let's slow
so
it down.
innocent.
Dude, the massive anime cutaway panel with her just kind of like, all right, let's throw down. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, bullets flying, missiles. There's everything going here. There's grenades.
Yeah, everything's just flying.
Yeah.
She's just like a complete like one-man army essentially, right? The whole like artillery barrage
Yeah,
essentially.
that's exactly what it is.
You're gonna get messed up.
She seems so powerful.
Yeah, she's a weapon specialist, as I'm sure I don't need to convey here. It is perfectly perfectly conveyed by the animation. There's just a flurry, a hail of bullets and all kinds of different missiles and drones, and there's turrets set up. There's just, everything's going crazy. This is as action can get, in my opinion. I love this animation. And again, great character, especially if you know Snow White, Innocent Days, from the Red Hood event. Redash, I think it's Redash. Anyway, Redash, Red Ash, I don't know. Anyways, call it whatever you want to call it. She's a great character. Good lord, dude. How do you even rate that? It looks sick.
It's so good.
The war-torn landscape behind everything too, right?
It's so good.
That's a 9 out of 10.
That's a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
Yeah.
9 out of 10, both of us, Snow White, Innocent Days. There you guys have it. Whew, man, those are some awesome burst animations, all I'll say. But that is going to do it for our ratings for Goddess of Victory Nikke. Rate the Burst, Abnormal and Pilgrim Edition. Something that we have been meaning to get around to for quite a while. Yeah. I know that there are a lot of like Nikkes that we have missed since starting the series, and just rest assured, guys, we will cover them in the future. We're thinking about doing possibly like a season 2 at some point. We're just waiting for more, so that way we have a large array of Nikkes to cover with burst animations and everything. So probably a little bit before that comes out, but we will be going back and doing a season 2 of Rate the Outfit for some Nikkes. Hopefully Jordan will join me again for that as well.
I'm excited for outfits. I do love me some outfits.
So we will go back and we will do a lot of the missing ones. I don't know if I'm going to divide them up in terms of like Rate the Outfit per company anymore. So maybe we'll just do like a big backlog, and no matter what company they're from, we'll just go and we'll do like the ones that we need to catch up on.
What we missed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then hopefully if we get caught up to current, maybe we can do, as the new outfits are announced, we can do like a rating system or something. We'll see how things go from here. You guys let us know your own thoughts down in the comments, and then, hopefully they'll give us some ideas for what we can do for future videos. But that is going to cover it for our first season of Rate the Burst, which I'm very, very happy to complete. I really appreciate having you over and helping me out and rate these outfits and then bursts and everything. It's crazy, man. It's a fun time.
It is. It's a great time, and you get to learn a lot about the game, and also you get to see a lot, right?
Yeah, man, that's what I mean. It's nice to have two perspectives whenever it comes to this. So, again, I'm sure you guys really appreciate it. Let us know if you guys do like this by giving the video a thumbs up, and also please consider subscribing to the channel. Really helps. I know that Nikke doesn't really do the best over here, but I'm hoping that it can. I'm hoping that it can really like elevate the channel, and hopefully we can put out some more content for all of you guys that do enjoy Goddess of Victory Nikke. I would like to steer the channel a lot more in that direction anyways. So again, I'm really, really adamant about staying with this game for the foreseeable future. And yeah, hopefully we will be back very, very soon with our next round of videos, which will be Rate the Outfit. But that's going to do it for us for Rate the Burst. Again, thank you guys very much for watching. Really appreciate it, as always. We'll see you all for the next one. Take care. Peace.